Hi guys, Mack here from Operation Feel Fit. So if you're remotely interested in health, fitness, you want to get in shape, you want to feel better, maybe you've been going through a bit of a dark time, tiredness, fatigue, the list is endless, isn't it? We could go on and on and on about the bad things that we feel: anxiety, depression, low moods, low energy, lethargic. The list goes on and on and on. You might be at the stage where you've ate that much and you've caused yourself too much insulin resistance over time that you're now diabetic. Or hopefully you haven't got to that stage just yet and you have chance to reverse it. So if that resonates with you, if you're interested in just health and fitness in general, or you're interested in how you can overcome any of that stuff that I've just talked about there, bit of a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, but I have suffered with some of them things that I've referred to there, and over the last, say, 5 years, I've suffered, and I'm going to say over the last 2 years, I started to do research, pulled my finger out, and especially over the last year, I've started to take some big action, some massive action, and I've learned what was wrong and how to fix it. You see, I was stuck in a dark place, say 3 years ago, especially about that time, 4 years ago now. If you went back 4 years ago, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was feeling them feelings. The main thing for me personally was tiredness and fatigue. I did have a touch of anxiety, even depression. And it was mainly the anxiety and the depression mainly come from too much insulin spikes. So when you eat the wrong foods, processed foods and stuff like that, you're going to feel shit. And I didn't understand. And I was just eating around the clock. So what that does is it was causing more insulin. Anytime you eat carbs and sugars, which I was big on at the time, you get a spike of insulin in your body. And if you have too much of it, it's called insulin resistance, and your body doesn't like too much insulin, and it starts basically fighting back, and sending signals without going in depth, sending signals to your brain, making you feel ill. Basically, what it's doing is it's giving your body like a big kick up the backside when you're eating all the time, and it's making you feel ill. And that's where the tiredness comes in, the fatigue, and the with that obviously the anxiety, and then you're going to feel depressed because of what your body's doing to you. You know, your body's sending that signal saying, hold on, we don't need this much sugar, we don't need this much food, and it's giving you a bit of a kick in. And if you don't know what's happening, like I didn't know what was happening, I had a little inkling that it was to do with my diet. Don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid, but I didn't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know, truly don't know, then you don't know. And not only that, sugar is highly addictive. Highly, highly, highly addictive. Now, to give you an idea of how addictive sugar is more addictive than the likes of crack cocaine, which is one of the highest, most addictive substances in the world. More addictive than sex, more addictive than heroin. Just to give you just to shut it out there, much, much, much more addictive than the likes of alcohol. All these substances are highly addictive, but sugar is up there, number one. Uno, what's the word? What did I say? numero uno, number one, the most addictive in the world. And obviously, if it is that addictive, which it is, you give yourself excuses. So, although I knew in the back of my mind, it probably has something to do with my diet, this, how I'm feeling. I didn't have any coaches to fall back on. I didn't have, what do they call it, a nutritionalist on hand. I didn't have dietitian to fall back on or nothing like that. All I kept doing was going to the doctor and asking for my bloods to be taken. Well, they were suggesting I got my bloods taken, which happened time after time after time. For periods of time, I did sort my shit out, and I did get in the gym and lose weight, which was the only thing that the doctor recommended to me. That after my bloods come back and it had the first time around, I had an elevated liver, which is a fancy word for a fatty liver. When I got that news, the doctor, after getting me in, saying there was a problem and explained to me it was a fatty liver, the only advice I got really that I can remember is lose weight. So I went off, joined the gym, ran on a treadmill, done weights, and if I'm honest with you, I tried to sort out my diet a little bit. I went on what's called Slimming World, I think it was called, with my girlfriend, a little bit better. But all in all, the diet was still a bit rubbish, to be honest. But I did work my ass off in the gym, and I went down from 15.5 stone. I was 15.5 stone, struggling to breathe. That's what I was like. Me and my girlfriend always laugh at that because I do say that, and she laughs it off. But I was 15.5 stone, struggling to breathe. I was on the night time getting anxiety, and I was like, couldn't. When you can't get a satisfying breath. When you're trying to breathe, but you're not getting a satisfying breath, and you're like trying to breathe again, trying again, and sometimes every now and then, like after 15 breaths where you're trying your very best, I used to try and yawn, and then sometimes if I could get a yawn in, I used to get a satisfying breath, and that went on for quite a while, but after 15.5 stone struggling to breathe, I did work my ass off after I got the results. After you get bad news, like where the doctor says, oh, look, you've got this, you've got that, you're close, maybe they say you're close to type 2 diabetes here, or you're touching on obesity here, you're obese, you're going to have problems, or you do have this problem. With me, it was a fatty liver, and that causes issues. You can cause big issues, heart attacks, that's the main thing, really, heart attack or even a stroke. That is enough to give anyone a kick up the arse. And if it doesn't, you need to seriously take a look at your life and think to yourself, do you want to be here? Because if you just keep doing what you're doing, there's a good chance that you will die in agonizing pain. Make that sink in. If you're watching this and you're severely overweight, do you want to die in agony, agonizing pain? Because I'm sorry to say, but that is a reality if you don't sort your shit out. Now, it's my job. The reason I'm putting this together, Operation Feel Fit, it's my job to prevent as many people dying in agony as I can over the next 20, 30 years. I'm now 42. I plan on doing this for the next 40 years, till I'm 80. Honestly, I will be an old man preaching this stuff, health and fitness, till I can't do it anymore. I'm making it my life's mission now with Operation Feel Fit. This brand that I've created, Operation Feel Fit, going forward, just so you know how serious I am with it. I am going to go all the way with it. Build a website, put the membership site together, advertise it as much as I possibly can, help as many people as I possibly can. Along the way, I'm going to be vlogging my very own journey as well. In a way, that is going to kind of advertise as well the website, because obviously people will hopefully like, subscribe. Now, if you're watching this and you haven't liked and subscribed the channel yet, please do it now. And then you can follow along with me. Like I say, a big part of this YouTube channel will be a vlog. So anywhere that I go in the world, on holiday, anything to do with my own health and fitness, what I'm eating, nutrition, what I'm doing in the gym, all that good stuff, all my health, fitness. I've just got my bloods took as well. I've just videoed that. That'll be coming on a new video very soon. I'll be posting the results of that. The main thing that I'm looking for there with that is testosterone level. So as I'm getting older, and as everyone else gets older, especially the male population, you know, your testosterone levels dwindle. So you need to keep a close eye on it. It's very important that you get your blood work done every, let's say, I don't know, maybe 3 months, if you can, 6 months. It's important to look at your levels of everything, all through the health spectrum. There's lots of different pointers that you look at. Like I say, it's all new to me at the moment, that, because it's the first time I've done it. But going forward, I will be getting my bloods took regular. I'll be using various different companies, and I'll be testing them out, reviewing them and comparing them across others. So the video I'm doing at the moment, I'm in the process of doing it right now. I haven't completed it yet, but I'm reviewing Newman, and there's another one called, it's hard to pronounce, but I think it's Thrift or Thriver, something like that. You'll see it in the video when it comes. But I got them both in the kit, in the post at the same time, these kits, and you might be able to see the pricks on my fingers. Can you see that? You can see the little dots. See the dots? You prick your finger and you squirt the blood into a vial, and then you basically send it off. Now, I've done it exactly the same time with 2 different companies. We're going to compare the results and see if any of them are telling little porcupines on what's high and what's low. So it's going to be interesting to see that. But anything else, if I don't know whether I'm going to do this just yet, because it does worry me a little bit taking steroids. But I'm toying with the idea of taking a little bit of TRT test, just testosterone, nothing else, no tren or nothing like that. Any other magic potion you want to pump into your blood, which can be quite dangerous. But even testosterone, if you have too much of it, you can become reliant upon it as well. But it's also not natural if you have too much of it in your system. You know, you just want a nice healthy balance of it. I'm toying with the idea of doing it. Whether I will, I'm not sure just yet. That's why I'm doing the blood. So when the bloods come back, if it says it's low, the first point of call for me obviously is the doctor. I'll go to the doctor and I'll say, look, there's the results of the blood work that I've just got done. Can I have some testosterone, grade A testosterone, where you know it's come from a genuine source, like the government, you know, like the healthcare in the UK. So I'll get it from the doctor. That is obviously the best way to do it, because it's, you know what you're taking, it's the best of the best. And you just want your levels to a nice level, you know, a nice normal level. And I'm sure if my testosterone levels are low, then the doctor, Lola, you're all right? My dog's a bit poorly, and she's breathing heavily at the moment. There, she's breathing really heavily. Yeah, if my levels are seriously low, I'm sure the doctor will just give me it. So there's probably no need for me to get testosterone from the black market. You know, I've spoke to quite a few people. See, this is what worries me with her. She looks like she's on her last legs. I nearly had to put her down yesterday. That's what's been putting a stop to my progression over the last week since I've got back off my last job, offshore trip. But I think she's just tired. Yeah, I've been talking to quite a few different people who I can easily get it off, testosterone. But who do you trust, you know? Like, is it good stuff? Where's it come from, you know? Is it really testosterone, or is it something else that could harm you and you just don't know? Because all it is it's a clear liquid. It's a clear liquid in a vial, and you know, if you're getting it off a nasty person, wrong person who doesn't give a fuck about you, who's basically just a drug dealer, you know, just like drugs, any type of drug, you know, if you're taking something like heroin, for example, or that's probably a bad one. If you're taking cocaine or ecstasy, let's say ecstasy is a good example. Some of this ecstasy might be laced with heroin, you know, and no one wants to take heroin. The majority of people don't, but they're taking it and they don't even know they're taking it. So steroids it can be just exactly the same as that. You know, you could be pumping God knows in whatever it might be into your system. And Operation Feel Fit, the reason I'm doing Operation Feel Fit is to get fit and healthy, not to put my health at risk, you know. So although I understand, and as I'm doing more and more and more research, I'm understanding how important testosterone is, and how important it is to have it in my system. I'm coming to the, I'm coming to, I'm coming. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm coming around to the idea that taking testosterone, which is steroids, you know, let's not beat around the bush, is a possibility for me. I never thought I'd say that, ever. But because it's just pure test that I'm talking about, and if I can get hold of it, there's a good chance that I might do it. I might. The only issue is your balls can shrivel. Like, they can go from that to that. No joke. Now that is shrinkage. Now, admittedly, it doesn't do it to your cock, but it's still the nether region. And do we really want that? That's just one thing that can go wrong. There's other things as well, which we won't go into. That's enough reason, isn't it? Like, to not do it. Bad moods, acne, hair loss. What else? Bad. What's it called? Vascular system. Your your veins and stuff like that, and your arteries, and you know, there's risk of heart attack. I've completely forgot. I've had a mind blank there. Cardiovascular system. It can affect that. You know, it can affect that, and it can have detrimental health aspects when it comes to that, which is not good. Basically, that's like your arteries clogging up, and again, risk of heart attack and strokes and things like that, you know. So you've got to be careful. You do have to be careful. But if your levels are genuinely low and you need a bit of a boost on it, I don't think it would do that. I think it's when you have far too much of it in your system, then you get the problems, you know. So yeah, I'm documenting everything as I go through my own health and fitness journey, and I'm vlogging it like this, you know. Anything I do really, is going to be shown, including if I do take testosterone. So if I do actually decide when I get my bloods took and stuff, and go and see the doctor and whatever, and I do think I need to take it, then I'll show it, you know, and I'll show you me even doing the needle and everything, nothing will get, I won't hide anything. And if I don't decide to take it, if I decide after doing research and getting the results and stuff, and look, my levels are fine, or I've been to see the doctor, he's given me this, I'll show you what I'm taking. And then I'll do more blood tests, and you see them blood tests come up, and then you'll see the results and everything, that all the levels of everything, all health related aspects of the blood results. I'll share that all, and we'll try and get them all to a decent level all the way through with Operation Feel Fit, my personal journey. And then you can just go off and do exactly the same. Just copy what I do to get in the best shape of your life. And obviously I plan to do some members only content for the website and the membership area. So I'm planning on building a membership site. In fact, I am building it as we speak. I do want to get in a bit better shape than I am now before I start taking the top off and doing some videos for the website, because I want to look the part. Of course I want to look the part. It's not all about how you look. That isn't what Operation Feel Fit is all about, to be honest with you. It's more about helping people feel good mentally. Obviously weight loss and stuff like that, and getting in shape, that's part of it. But it's also a big part of it mentally as well. See, I started this because of how I was feeling mentally. It didn't have anything to do with how I looked. I didn't have a vision when I started, I want to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger, or the next Rambo type look. It didn't enter my mind one little bit. I just wanted to start feeling better mentally. I was lost. I didn't have, like I say, health professionals to fall back on. I only had me and my own research to pull me through it. And that's exactly what I've done eventually after many years of just burying my head in the sand and just eating loads of shit all the way around the clock, feeling terrible. Enough was enough. About, I'd say 18 months ago or thereabouts, I just started getting on YouTube, and I come across some very, very, very helpful videos and very, very helpful channels, actual doctors, and I started listening closely to what they were saying, and I started learning about insulin resistance and fasting and stuff like this, and how important it is to put the right types of foods in your body. I've learned even more now. I've learned something what I call a feel-good food diet, which is basically cutting out carbs, and kind of like the carnivore, a bit like the carnivore diet. You can feel it unbelievable by cutting carbs out and doing a bit of carnivore and a bit of keto, which I've been practicing with just of late. So I'm learning all about that stuff. I've obviously gone through with mentors and other online fitness coaches who've helped me track my macros. I've learned a lot about like macros and stuff and counting calories and stuff like that, and making really nice foods that you can put through, like say MyFitnessPal and stuff like that. There's a few different ways you can go about getting fit and healthy. You can calorie count, you can make the nice meals and stuff with carbs involved and stuff like that, because carbs aren't always bad. But when you've got like brain fog, tiredness and fatigue and stuff like that, and you're suffering with it like I was, a really, really good thing, and I highly recommend you do this, if you're feeling that way and you just want to start instantly feeling unbelievable, jumping out of bed in the morning, feeling like lots of energy and no brain fog, just thinking clearly, fast on your feet. If you want that kind of feeling, you need to do the keto. You need to cut your carbs out. You need to stop the chips. You need to stop the bread. The bread's a big one. No bread, no potato, no pasta, no rice, just meats, like meat, cheese, Greek yogurt, fruits. Avocado's good to have with it on your plate. So whatever meat you're having, bit of avocado, bit of cheese. That's it. Like, you don't need much more than that, to be honest with you. You can play about with different types of vegetables along with your meat. It doesn't always have to be avocado, but avocado is a super food. Very, very good for you. It's a very good fat. And it doesn't taste much of anything, and it's really good for you. So I like to put that on with my steak. I've been having a lot of steak lately. But eat like that, honestly, any type of meat with some veg and a bit of cheese, and you will feel unbelievable very, very quickly afterwards. That's one way of doing it, and it's a really good way of starting to give yourself a kickstart into this new way of thinking, new way of feeling, you know. Then what's going to happen is, over time, you're going to get sick and tired of that way of eating. You are. That's not, some people can do it for many, many years. These hardcore carnivores, they will do it for many, many years, and they love it. And that might be you. It might be you. But I can guarantee there's only, out of everyone that tries it and does it and has good things to say about carnivore, I can guarantee, in reality, there's no more than, say, 20% of the people that stick to it. Hardcore stick to it without introducing any carbs for no more than 2 years. 20% will stick to it past 2 years and beyond. The others will fall off the wagon, and they will start introducing carbs. They will start having potato again. They will start having bread again, and pasta and stuff like that, and rices and stuff. Now, carbs, what they do is they turn into sugar when you have it, and you want to try and limit the sugar, because sugar, as we've already established, sugar is the most highly addictive food or drug, let's call it a drug, in the world, even worse than crack cocaine or heroin. So, carbs turn into sugar. That's why we eliminate it. That's why you want to eliminate it. If you have a bit of sugar, it isn't the end of the world. And carbs, especially when you're going in the gym and stuff, and you're doing big workouts, they can actually help you, believe it or not. Sometimes if you have a carby meal, you'll go in the gym and you'll just have tons of energy, because it gives you a good boost of energy, carbs. It does, but there is a time and a place for it, and you've got to have the right amount of carbs. You do have to be careful with them. But having a stint of time where you don't have it at all, you will feel the benefits mentally. You will, because you're limiting the sugar, and that then eliminates the insulin that gets released into your body, because the lower the insulin, the better you're going to feel. Trust me on that one. And what releases insulin? Sugar. Whenever you eat any sugar, your blood sugar spikes, and that's when the release of the insulin happens. So you need to keep the blood in your the sugar in your blood low, as low as you possibly can. But that's just one way to do it. Obviously, let's call that the keto way / carnivore diet way. You can do it that way. And in Operation Feel Fit, we're going to have a section, obviously, explaining this, what I'm explaining right now. And I'm going to recommend people who join Operation Feel Fit to start with that type of diet. You might do it for 2 months, 3 months. It doesn't matter how long you do it, but you need a good stint of time doing it. What will happen is you'll lose a lot of body fat, and you will feel unbelievable. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Operation Feel Fit, that's why I started it myself, to feel better. And you're going to look better, of course, as well. Now, you might do it for a full year, and you might just want to keep doing it. And if you do, that's fine. It's not a bad thing if you're stuck to this forever. You will be a lot healthier, and you will live a lot longer. Trust me on that. It's better than eating carbs. It is. But like I say, realistically, the world we live in, we go out, we have meals, and we live our. You've got to live your life. You've got to live your life, don't you? So I understand that. I do. I understand that. And I'm no different than anyone else. I like to live my life. I love a cheeky Nando's with the bread and the bun and the burger and stuff like that. I love the odd kebab and what have you. I love bread. I love potato. That was my issue. I loved it so much that I was eating it and eating it and eating it and making myself ill. So after a long stint of time, let's say 3 months, even 6 months, you've done this carnivore, which is a good stint of time. You've lost a lot of weight. You feel a lot better. If you just slowly now introduce carbs back in, like bread and potato, and you do it slowly, you're not going to have the it's not going to have the awful effect that it did once have on you. So if you were big on eating bread and potato like I was for many years, and you were constantly having it, you would feel awful just by having a little bit of it. You know, you'd have a little bit of it in a meal and you'd instantly feel awful. Now, if you'd have a long stint of time off it, if you have just a little bit, a sensible bit of bread or potato, it won't have the effect that it did once have. I promise you that. It won't. I know that because I've gone through periods of time myself where I've done this keto and then I've had bread and stuff like that, and it didn't have the same effect as it once did. So if I have an even bigger stint of time off it, I can only imagine it probably won't have any detrimental effect on you at all. You know, but again, you do have to be careful with the amount of carbs that you put in your system. Same goes for obviously dessert type of food. So just sugar, pure sugar that you would get from like a cake, that is going to massively spike your insulin. So you do have to be careful with that. Again, that's not to say that you can't have a cheeky little dessert, because you can. But what you need to do, and this is another section of Operation Feel Fit, so you've got the carnivore, the keto section, then you've got when you come off that and you fall off the wagon, let's say you fall off the wagon, you start having the bits of this, bits of that, or you decide that you want to consciously go over to the other side, you've had enough of that now, you want to try counting calories. There's going to be a section there for counting calories, so you get MyFitnessPal and you put all of your food through that, and you can make some beautiful foods. The key on this one is to still stay away from the McDonald's and the Burger Kings and the KFCs and all that shite, because it is shite. It's just processed shit. You don't want to have that. Any processed food, you won't be advised to have any processed food on Operation Feel Fit. It's bad for you. Yeah, it'll kill you early. Trust me on that. Make you feel awful as well. Spikes the insulin massively. And you are what you eat. So if you eat shit, you're gonna feel shit. But and there's only really like two ways to go. You're either on the keto or you're counting your calories. When you're counting your calories, like I say, you can cook some really nice meals. You can cook your own kebabs. You can cook your own burgers, chips, fakeaways. It's all there. There's thousands and thousands of beautiful meals that you can cook. Lovely pastas, spag bowls, the list goes on and on. Just nice family meals, you know, that you have always loved to have. You can put it all through MyFitnessPal, and you can have a lovely life doing it that way. But again, you do have to be careful, even with that, even when you're counting your calories and you're still within your calorie budget and stuff. If you have too many insulin spikes and that type of food, even though you're counting the calories, you know, you can still have too much of an insulin spike where it will start to make you feel a bit shitty. Especially if you are eating crap. So you can go to McDonald's on this diet if you really wanted to. Not advised, but you can. And you can even put it through MyFitnessPal and still, within the calories, stay on track. However, there is something that you need to understand here. You've got macros that you can track through MyFitnessPal. Even having a McDonald's, you can put your macros through and stay on track with your macros. But there's something else that not a lot of people pay attention to, which is macronutrients. Okay, now macronutrients, what that is in a nutshell, is your vitamins and your minerals. Now, without vitamins and minerals, you are going to feel like shit. I promise you that. And you can easily stay within your calorie budget, your macros and stuff like that, but you will still kind of feel shit. You'll still be probably even losing weight, but you're just going to feel a bit, sluggish, you're a bit tired and fatigued and stuff like that. It's because you're not paying attention to the macronutrients. which is your vitamins and your minerals. Now, when you're doing the keto side or the carnivore side, when you're eating things like steak, tuna, any types of meats, any poultry, avocado, any vegetables on the side, you're not having any potato or bread, you're just on that type of diet, what I've mentioned there. It's everything that I've mentioned there, full of vitamins and minerals, just pumping it all into your body. That's why you feel so good as well. Not only are you eliminating the sugar and you're eliminating the carbs, but you're also getting an unbelievable amount of vitamins and minerals. And, it's always advised to put on your steak and stuff like that, Celtic salt or pink Himalayan sea salt. Again, just that alone has got like 82 vitamins and minerals in there. I've got some in the kitchen there now. So, another reason why I advise people to start with a keto and the kind of carnivore diet. I call it the feel-good food diet, as I've already said there. And it's because it does just that. It makes you feel unbelievable. So yeah, a lot of people seem to neglect that. They just look at the calorie intake and the protein intake, and that's all they do. I know coaches who have joined, local ones to me here, and that's all he focuses on. He just focuses on calories in and your protein, and them are the only two things that he looks at. Foolishly, that's all he looks at. Some of his students who he's teaching, although they might get some good results with a weight loss, they're going to feel like a bag of shite. They are. Because they've not got the goodness in them. What about the feel-good factor? It's not all about the look, the good look factor. It's the feel-good factor. That's what we're all after. And, if you're sensible and you pay attention to the macronutrients as well, you can have both. You can look good and feel good. And that's what we do here at Operation Feel Fit. We take into account not just how you look, but more. We take more. So we take I look first at how people are going to be feeling. That's the first thing. Get yourself feeling better, because if you're not feeling better and you're not in a good state of mind, how the hell are you going to drag yourself to the gym? It's going to be hard work. So look at how you're feeling first. And there's an easy fix to get feeling good quickly, and that is the feel-good food diet. So we're going to have a couple of sections in there, obviously with the nutrition. That's going to be the nutrition section there. And you can do both. You can look at the calorie counting, MyFitnessPal, stuff like that. But I will be telling people to pay attention to the type of food that they're putting on the plate. You do need to have them foods still to get your macronutrients in there. Don't neglect it, and that'll be covered. That will be covered even if you're doing the calorie counting. So fear not there with that. Not like all coaches where they just neglect it. It won't be neglected where we are, because it's Operation Feel Fit. Yeah, not look fit. Feel fit. And if you feel fit and you're doing everything that you need to be doing, you're going to look fit anyway. Just come part and parcel with it. And then, just to finish off, guys, the other things that are going to be there on the site in the membership area is obviously exercise. So home workouts is going to be on there. I'm going to be getting the video out pretty soon. I've been very busy, obviously, with work and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find the time, but I am going to get round to it. There's going to be some home workout style videos on there that you can follow. You can bang it all on your big TV in the kitchen or front room, wherever in your house, and just start doing it, following along. We're gonna have what else is that? I keep forgetting because the website's just gone down. Vlogs. I was gonna put some vlog section in there where I'd done these type of vlogs just for members only, but the vlogs are gonna just go on YouTube. They are just gonna go on YouTube now. But what I probably will do though, just for members every now and then, I plan on hiring a coach, not only to coach me, but to help coach all my other students as well. And hopefully at some point we'll get multiple qualified personal trainers that will do some personal coaching with all of the members. And every now and then what we can do is we can do a Zoom call where we can all get in and everyone can join it, and we'll have a chat about anything and everything health and fitness. We can get people on who are students. We can have a chat with them to see what they're struggling with, what they need help with, what people think we can add in to add extra value, all that stuff. We can have like weekly Zooms where we all come in there, and them can be obviously member only stuff, which is going to help people stay motivated and help people like want to stay and keep their membership active, because we need to do something obviously to keep people's attention span. So yeah, we'll do that. I did have an idea of putting some challenges in there of some sort, like doing some fasting, to see how far you can push the fasting, so the intermittent fasting. So we'll have a section on there, some videos about intermittent fasting. I was thinking about doing some juice only fasting for periods of time, which I'll also do myself. So I'll need to document that as well, and I'll put that in there. And then we'll challenge our members, look, how long can you do? Can you document what you're doing on video and send the video in, or show us the video to see how well you've done? So yeah, there's that. There's water only fasting, which I think I'd really struggle at, to be honest, but nevertheless, I'll put it in there and see if people are interested in giving it a go, see how far they can push themselves with it. And juicing, getting your macronutrients in there, a really good way of doing that, vitamins, minerals, is juicing. So juicing fruits, vegetables, and also smoothies and stuff like that. So we'll have a section in there about that. And I think that's probably about it. The only other thing that would be in there that I can remember is we'll probably do like a weekly check-in style. So when you get in the members area, you'll have all them sections I've just talked about. Everything will keep you on track. And then you'll also have a section, it's like a weekly check-in section. So you'll click on the link, it'll take you to a weekly check-in. You'll answer some questions about how you've done for the week. Are you struggling? Aren't you struggling? What you're struggling on? You'll take a before and after picture every week and you'll upload it, kind of thing, and then you'll submit it. And we'll see it. The coaches will see it and get back to you and give you a bit of feedback. That's the idea of Operation Feel Fit. So I just wanted to let you all know that is what's happening with it. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments, and I'm looking forward to continuing the journey myself, because not only am I helping other people, but I'm also helping myself while I do it. I'm actually doing it with my students as well, so it's a bit of a unique way of doing it, I know. And look, I'm just human. I do struggle, and I'm open and honest with everything. So every time I have a struggle, like just now, my dog's really ill. I was doing really, really well on my last trip offshore. I lost 5 kg in weight. I was there for a month. I lost 5 kg in weight. I was looking really, really good. The plan was get home and keep smashing it. I got home and my dog was on her last legs. So my head was all over the place. The last thing on my mind was nutrition and going to the gym. And I didn't do it, understandably. It's the first time in a long time that I've had a valid excuse for not continuing where I should have left off. But, she's not too bad now. And I'm a bit more happier about that. I'm in a much better place, and I'm gonna get back on track as of right now. I'm even gonna go to the gym tonight. I'm gonna go and get my running shoes on, and we are gonna start smashing it again. And everything that I do will be I'll do vlogs all the way through, and you'll see everything. You'll see me build the site. You'll see me putting all the different sections in there, and I'll obviously start advertising it as well when the time's right. So I haven't actually put any money into paid advertising just yet, but I will be. I will be putting some money into paid advertising. I'll be putting a hell of a lot of money into it. I'll be growing this thing as big as I possibly can, because look, I know this might sound cliche, but I want to help people. I genuinely, hand on heart, want to help people. And the reason I want to help people is because I was in such a dark place myself. Like I say, 3-4 years ago was the darkest. I was stuck. I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I just had a sneaky feeling that it might have been my diet, but other than that, I didn't know who to turn to help me. I was just left, really, in a dark place. And luckily, I pulled myself out of it, and I learned over a long period of time. And it took a long time to learn and educate myself, because I didn't know where to turn, you know. But luckily, I turned in the right direction on YouTube, which is perfect, because that's why I'm doing this on YouTube. I got some help from watching YouTube videos. So that's when I started thinking, I need to do that myself. I need to help people. There's people out there suffering. You know, if I can just get, like, if I can just help, let's say, 1,000 people who are in the same situation as me, who over the next 5 years, just 1,000 people come across just one of my videos, and then they go to my channel, they subscribe, and they watch some more videos, and I get some light bulbs going off in people's head about what they should be doing to fix how they feel mentally. If they're feeling dark, in a dark place like I was, that's me. My job's been done. You know, I'm happy. And I'm hoping that, you know, I can even get testimonials flying in of people that I have helped, just like what I'm talking about now. You know, just getting some testimonials coming in from the thousands of people that I could potentially help, because, you know, YouTube is a big place. The world is a big place, and with YouTube, we've got all them people at our fingertips. Just by doing a video like this, I could touch quite a lot of people. A lot of people could just watch this one video, this one here right now. They could watch it and be like, yeah, I want to see what he's up to. I want to see if he can help me. And maybe he does have something that can push me in the right direction to better my life and get myself a little bit more fitter and healthier. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there. We've got access to them all. And I do believe that I have the ability to help a hell of a lot of people. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it, guys. And that is the only reason why I'm doing it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. And if anything that I've said resonates with you, you want to keep watching me, see where I go with it, see my own journey, or whether you want to help and support yourself, it doesn't matter which one it is. If you don't want my help, but you want to just keep watching me and see how far I can take it myself, that is fine. Maybe you want both. Maybe you enjoy watching me. Maybe you want my help. Even better. Like, subscribe, follow the page for more content. Maybe you want to see me fail and you're a hater. Maybe that is it. Like, subscribe, and follow. See you later.